No, you do not need a dedicated niacinamide serum in your routine. Niacinamide is in so many skincare products these days that you most likely get enough through your multi-purpose products already. With that being said, I almost always have one in my rotation, and the reason for that is my minimalistic approach. Sounds counterintuitive, but on the nights I use tretinoin, I don't use much else. As soon as the weather gets warmer, it is cleanse and tretinoin, no other actives or moisturizers. And here is where things like the Geek and Gorgeous B-Bomb 10% niacinamide serum come in handy. They give me the niacinamide I like to pair with my threads, but no potential irritating actives or another layer like a moisturizer would. But I am picky when it comes to which serums I like. Did the Geek and Gorgeous B-Bomb meet my expectations? If you're new, then welcome. I'm Dr. Anne, a physician passionate about skincare and well-aging. A light and hydrating 10% niacinamide, zinc, PCA, and sarcosine formula to help combination skin-related products such as enlarged pores, oiliness, and blemishes. The serum is slightly milky and while still runny, just a tad more dense than watery. It runs through your fingers, but not as fast as others do is the best way to describe it. There is a faint scent that I can't really name, but it is only noticeable when you really sniff it. As I mentioned before, I use my niacinamide serum before my tretinoin as the combo seems to be beneficial in reducing irritation. So I do my evening cleanse, apply this one, and then once it has absorbed completely, follow up with tret. As niacinamide does play well with all other ingredients and isn't sensitive to light, you can use it wherever it fits your routine best. The light texture and quick absorption means it is just as good used in the mornings, and I never experienced any pilling despite a light tackiness that it left behind. First, obviously niacinamide at 10%. Niacinamide is just an all-round good ingredient, helping with oil control, pigmentation, and skin barrier function. But it has shown all these beneficial effects at around 5% concentration. You basically get more than you need here. That isn't usually a problem as most people tolerate it very well, but as it is present in many products, it might get to the point where it gets too much for you. The Zinc PCA is aimed at oily skin types as it helps reduce sebum production and can be antibacterial. If you're dry already, it might be counterproductive. Other than that, you have some humectants and preservatives, so really a serum focused on its main ingredient rather than a multitasker. The ordinary's version is a little milkier and a little less runny, but that is something you really only notice in a direct side-by-side comparison. If I had to test them blindfolded, I probably wouldn't be able to tell them apart, neither in texture or feel nor in effects on my skin. Even thicker than the one from the Ordinary and definitely with way more tackiness. The Inkey does not contain Zinc PCA and is thus probably better suited for dry skin types. I much prefer Geek and Gorgeous in texture, but my skin is still rather oily in the T-zone in summer. I like it as much as I like the version from the Ordinary, my previous go-to version, and as they both feel almost identical to me and don't differ in price that much, it probably comes down to which one is best available when it comes to reordering. It is best suited to combination oily skin types. If you're dry, you might prefer the Inkey version without the added zinc. If there is anything you would like to add, please do so in the comments below. I will link to more videos you might find interesting on the screen, and it links to my Instagram blog and Patreon account in the description box. See you soon. Bye!